my original idea about doing this video, the video is going to be something entirely different than it is today. This is about me putting in backup batteries with a charger inverter system on my solar. I've got 20 kW of solar and I wanted to be able to back it up. And originally I would have just talked about the products I used and how they worked and what I thought was the best way to do this. But now this has turned into something else. If you look here in this spider mess, there used to be something on top of here. And I'll show you what that was. Anyway, the EG4 18PK that was up there is no longer working. Now, I originally ordered this stuff, I think 2023, early September. I think I got the EG4 inverter charger about the end of that month. And I mounted it up here, and I hooked it into my system and it was working. I have some DC panels and I have some that are also run off of microinverters, so they come in the house AC. Well, if we look over a little farther here, you can't see them all that well, but there's two batteries here. These are also EG4 batteries. These things took forever to get. My primary problem with this system was Signature Solar. They're the distributor, I guess, just for about all of the EG4 products. And there were some original problems. I finally did get the batteries in, I got them mounted, and I had the inverter operating. This took, from that September time, it took until early December before I got the stuff. That's not my primary problem here. And neither is the EG4 18PK the problem. I think it was pretty well made. There was a problem with it, but hookup was easy. Programming for the most part was easy. The dongle was ridiculous, never did work, but I guess that's another story. What happened is I had this thing up here and it was working, and I made a change in the program. Now I'll probably do a video about that change in the future. Especially if I have a lot of people that are interested to find out about it. But when I made that change in the programming, it broke part of the inverter. Okay. I see it, when I made the change, my AC coupled system, which is run through the generator terminals on the inverter, dropped out. And it would never come back on again. I called up Signature Solar. I didn't get much from them. Signature Solar is really, they don't move very fast. They didn't really have a lot of answers. So I was able to talk to the EG4, the manufacturer of the product, and some of their troubleshooting people. And I told them what I did. And they said, well, that's a warranty problem. And we'll accept it back and replace or repair or whatever we're going to do. Okay. So I went ahead and did that. You know, I got together I had to send it to Signature Solar, which is not the factory. Signature Solar is another company, another place we have to go through. And I sent it back to them. And let's see, I think I sent it back to them end of December. They were supposed to send me the information to put on the packages to send back, and they didn't send it, and I had to go back to them again, and just back and forth forever, putting everything off. And so I shipped it back to them at the end of December, maybe the 1st of January. Well, now we're 2 weeks into February 2024. It's been like a month. And I go through the retailer and say, what's going on? They try to contact Signature Solar. Signature Solar says, no, we haven't got to this yet. So they just keep screwing around. And in fact, at one point, when I was going to send it back to them, they said, well, you can send it back to us, and we'll determine what's wrong with it, and then we'll decide whether we're going to warranty this thing or not. Well, it had already been warranted by EG4. They said the problem, I explained the problem, exactly what happened, and they said they'd warranty. Well then, here comes Signature Solar and just says, to heck with you. We'll determine what we want to do. Well, this is not going to work. I went to my retailer and they said, well, let's just dump this thing. And I bought a Solarc 15. That's not here yet either. That's just happened. But my experience, not with my retailer was good. My experience with Signature Solar was like, you must have screwed this up, so we're gonna decide whether we're going to deal with this. Now this is a $5,000 product. I would not have accepted it not being under warranty. I'd have had to do something like hook up a bunch of crap backwards or something to have a problem like that. So I don't think I was at fault at this, and EG4 said I wasn't at fault, so I'm blaming Signature Solar, and I will not deal with them again. The EG4 product is a good product as far as I can tell. The battery's hooked up, right away, no problem. But I think in the future, it's going to be Solar. And so that's my little story. If you have comments or questions, put them in here. I could start a conversation on it if anybody's interested. And I will, I'll be going over when I put the Solarc in, and we'll talk about how that works out. So, that's it on this one.